Hi, this is the technology preview of thinkingParticles 6. Before I show you some cool new features of thinkingParticles 6, I would like you to listen to this important message. The features you're going to see here are still work in progress. That means some of the settings or some of the parameters might show up in the final release or not. Okay, let me show you what this is about. In thinkingParticles 5, that's our current version out there we are shipping, we introduced the very first soft body objects, and that were the rope system. Currently, we are working in thinkingParticles 6 on a cloth and soft body simulation. In this video, I'm showing you a little bit about the cloth simulator we have integrated. So what you're going to see here right now is a real-time playback, a real-time physics simulation of a cloth. The forces we use here is wind and gravity, and that's it. The rest is done through the cloth simulation. And again, this is a real-time playback. We can interact, we can change parameters, we can adjust every little thing here. For example, we could adjust the cloth behavior. We can, for example, make the cloth much more soft. Let me just do that in this a few steps here. So as you can see, it's now very rubber-like, stretchy, very stretchy, and we can even increase this stretch effect. So I'll make it even softer. So we just have to be careful that we don't overdo it. And as you can see, it's now really rubber-like cloth. Okay, let me get back that to a more realistic looking like cloth we have here. And one thing you might notice in here is already visible, and that's the problem with the self-intersections. So you see down here, when we go back a few frames, you see here it's interpenetrating here. So that's really nothing we want to see in a physically accurate cloth simulator. Even though the whole thing is real time, and maybe if the flag is waving in the back, no one cares about it. So that's good. It's your choice. You can choose, and that's the great thing about thinkingParticles 5 and thinkingParticles 6 is the fully rule-based approach to physics simulation. So you can adjust and modify everything at any time based on rules. Let me just bring up a little bit how this was done. This is the basic setup in here. These are the controls. We are not going to show you all the controls because they might change, and right now it's work in progress, so we have more controls than we will end up with in the final product. However, let me just adjust the accuracy of our physics simulation here, and I'm going to adjust it much higher. And what you're going to see now is a physics simulation that really creates twisted cloth and really nice and smooth. And still you can see it's really fast, and we can really create twisted cloth. That's a thing usually only the big high-end expensive cloth simulation things can do. But as you can see, we really get this cloth feeling, this cloth behavior here. Twisted cloth is always an extreme thing. And especially here in this simulation with the flag, with the high speed, high acceleration at the end, the flapping and all this, we have here a really nice and still in real time happening, a really nice cloth simulation. So we are really pretty happy right now with our status of the cloth simulation. And again, let me just bring in the setup we had here. So how did we do? Cloth is integrated like any other physics simulation in thinkingParticles. We have our soft body node here. We have the joints where we pin the flag, and we can choose where we want to pin the flag, how many pins we want to have. So if I were just to remove one, let me just remove this here as well. I'll disable this pin, and then we should only see these 2 points connected, so we get a completely different behavior. And again, this nice and smooth twisting of the cloth, which is creating this really natural looking like soft cloth we have here. That's really nice. And again, what we see here is this all in real time, fully adjustable. We can do all things rule based. Let me turn on the joint, and then you will see up here we will have again our joint here, and we can add these joints, we can procedurally create them. We have the full power of Thinking Particles 5. Okay, that's about our first sneak peek into the cloth simulation we have here. There is more to come. Check out our other videos, and especially those videos about the soft bodies and the new features.